Hey everyone! I had a few people say that they would like a before the big move craft room tour. So this is the door into my craft room, and I'm going to miss it when I move, but I'm going to flip the camera around and take you in and give you a quick tour. I hope that it's not too long because I have things I need to get done. Go.
Hi everyone, it's me, Jacob, and my mum is really need to do some work today, scrapbooking work. Bye.
Thanks, Jacob. Bye. Okay, so this is what you see as you enter my craft room. It's a bit of a disaster zone at the moment. I've got this brand new Raskog trolley. For my new craft room, I've needed a couple of extra storage units, and the Raskog is one of them. In the top tray, I've got all my alphabets. Yay! At the moment, and it's probably going to change, I've got ephemera and enamel dots and stuff in there. On the top, I've got an exciting project I'm going to work on. Stay tuned. So I'm going to go from the right hand side of the door and around. The boys are just putting a movie on. That's my bin up the back there. It's overflowing. My storage unit that my husband made for me. It's got all my paperwork and all that kind of stuff. That is my Kindle. And you can see I've got crap everywhere. Up the back there on that shelf is where my sewing machine normally lives. I went to grab a bowl off there the other day and everything fell, and so I've just left it as it is. I cannot wait to move out of this space and make something different. You can see I've got all kinds of stuff all over my desk. I'm just going to close my door. So up the top here I've got some work stuff, a couple of my favourite layouts, and then I've got all my A4 cards stocked up here in rainbow colour. I'm going to turn the camera, sorry. At the top are my Disney castles and a few more layouts, and a class I did with Antonis. So this big craft unit my husband built me. If you're local and interested, it's not being moved into my new craft room. Bit sad, but it has served its purpose for as long as I've had it now, which is about 5 years. So you can see up here I've got some mini albums. One of the bookcases that I have in this craft room will be dedicated to albums in the new craft room. So that was originally on the left hand side there, that was all for punches, but I've been using it for ink pads and punches. I've got different kinds of embellishments in these bowls. So the first one is Flair, the second one is Flair, Charms Creations, Buttons, and I think that last one's empty, I'm not sure. I have a couple of boxes missing from here. One is my photo box, and off the top of my head I don't know what the other one is that's missing. That's terrible. Some more random boxes. They're my hashtag sticker books, just there. Doilies, twine, thread, embossing stuff. I have a collection of these little bowls along here. And I've pretty much emptied those out, and I've got all like tabs, tags and labels. I've got this box down here with all my stickers, and then I've got this spinny thing which I love. I'm going to need to organise it. I've got I've got these couple of things here. This one has got the washi tape in it that I go for most, which is not much. And then I've got this bowl with all these different ephemera, cut aparts and all that kind of stuff in here that I like to keep to hand, and I just dip into every now and then. This is my 2018 December daily kit. And you can see behind here I've got my Copics. I'm trying to work out how I'm going to store them in the new craft room. Up the top here, the box on the left hand side there has got some cards that I've made, and the one on the right hand side is like card fronts and card bases as well. My art journals live up here, and my stamp and write markers, and look, Harry Potter Lego, because why not? These are my son's paints. They got confiscated because he painted furniture. I don't really want to show you under the desk, it's a bit of a disaster zone. But as you can see, so that big box has wedding stuff that I put together a kit for. I think I need to go through it and unsort everything and put it back, like put the papers with papers and that kind of stuff. Some empty containers. This is the box that my latest hauls came in. That's my box of Christmas goodies and my Ellie Studio. I'm kind of sorting and playing and doing all the things all at once because that's how I roll. My Mink machine doesn't have a home, so if I've used it recently, you'll find it on the floor here. Next to that, I've recently, like yesterday, just moved all my Stampin' Up! Ink pads into a box that hubby's built. Immediately behind that, you can see my two Rascogs. My other two Rascogs. So they've both got lots of mixed media stuff in them. I'm not going to go through them. They are going to be reorganised when I move, and I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to reorganise them. I've got my, what's it called? I can't remember, but I use the bin for recycling only, and then I use the little basket for a cup. It's designed for a cup for my heat tool so that I'm not putting it on things and burning things or burning myself, which I'm liable to do. This, if you've been following me a little while, know as my desk. This is where I stand to scrapbook and where I record my process videos. Under here, this is one of the most exciting things. So you can see I've got this shelf here, this one along the bottom. My husband, when he builds my new desk in my other room, it's going to be 3 meters long, about the same size as the one I've got now, but it's going to be standing height, and I'm going to have this shelf all the way along. So I'm really excited. It's going to give me extra storage. I love that I have a home. So you can see I've got all my trimmers. I've got my little 6x4 one, my Carl rotary trimmer, my Stampin' Up! Trimmer. Underneath my Stampin' Up! Trimmer, I've got my watercolours, and then next to that I've got, that's a layout that's coming up next month. So you've had a sneak peek. But I've got a couple of the Becky Higgins Project Life boxes with some random bits and pieces in there. So everyone seems to be using, I'm going to turn the camera again, seems to be using Kallax or Expedit units. I had one in here and I didn't love it. So we swapped over, yeah, look at the disaster zone. We've swapped over to these Billy bookcases. They're also from IKEA. These are the deep ones. They don't make them anymore. So these are like gold for me. I love them. As you can see, I've got 3 of them. And it's how I store lots of different things. So up the top here, all of my stencils live in here. I've got 3 folders. I've got that big one and I've got 2 smaller ones that are around somewhere in this disaster zone. My laminator lives up the top there. This is another cool product from Box This. Magnetic die storage. It's very cool. It has 20 A4 sheets in there, and mine, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I've got like 6 empty shelves. I've got a jar of rubber stamps up there. So this was where my ephemera and enamel dots were living. This is all my, so up the back there, that's all my Delish scraps, and I've gone completely blank. Chloe's Old Business. All those kinds of kits are in there. I've got a couple of bowls there. Most of this is going to change. Some of it is new, but I don't know how it's going to look in the new craft room. These containers are new. So you can see it goes all the way to the back. These are from Kmart. They're $8 each. I got 2 here. I had one on the floor over here. I feel like I have another one, but I might not. But I've got, so this first box is broken down to like card stamps and scrapbooking stamps. And then this is all my more mixed media stuff. Yeah, so I've got them kind of separated. And they're just in size order from front to back. Here, this is new as well. I bought these from Target, and I think, I can't remember if they were $9 or $15 each, but I got 2 of them. They're a really good way for me to store this kind of stuff. I'm not sure where they're going to go or how they're going to go, or if I'm going to change them up. Again, I'm not going to go through, oh look, there's the other one. It's got my 6x6 paper pads in it. Okay. Big shot. I think I'm going to have room on my desk for the big shot. I'm going to turn the camera again. Sorry. This one has all my Mink stuff. This one has Colour Blast, Colour Paste, Nuvo drops, and then along the back there is Nuvo embellishment mousse. Next to that here is the waxes, and then I've got a bunch of paint palettes at the back. I've got these striped black and white boxes, bags, tags and tickets, sewing stuff, Heidi Swap things. So I have lots and lots of Heidi Swap things. Down the bottom here, so that's that box there, says the archives. That's got all like older stuff in it, but you can see this is a bit of a schmozzle. Photos, lots and lots of photos. Down here, this is the stuff that I bought from IKEA that I will be going into my new craft room. I'm very excited to be seeing that. For now, I've been using a pizza box on the floor for my card paper scraps to go into as I'm finishing up with them and tidying up after each project. Bottom shelf, so I've got kit stuff in one of those, I think the pink box. I've got some cardstock and some bags in those plastic boxes on the left. That album there is where my page kits are stored at the moment. And then the bottom box here has got more stuff that I bought to do classes that I'm not doing. This has spare mists and stuff in it, and this is all my chipboard. Next shelf up, I've got my We Are Memory Keepers typewriter and page protectors and backgrounds that I've not ever done anything with. Next shelf up is a tiny little one, but that's where my Prismacolor pencils are, and this container has got my chunkier alphabets in it. Wood veneer and enamel shapes and all that kind of stuff in there. Currently this is how I store my paper. This is almost all of my paper, but I will be moving it to paper racks. I'm so excited. I've got them, they're packed up waiting for me to move into, so I'm very, very excited about that. Next shelf up, so these boxes are labelled for my convenience. Paper scraps, card scraps, and that one's not labelled, but that is all my specialty paper scraps. The one underneath is our 2016, I think, December daily kit that I need to get finished. But that's how I store mine. It works, and I've found that I've been using my scraps more. Up the top, albums. I think most of these have got stuff in them. The first one is a Project Life album. The second one is a Project Life album. The next two are wedding albums. The next one is, I've got honeymoon photos, and I've got vow renewal photos, Project Life album, and then you can see here my collections. There's a few Chamel. Maybe I like her. Okay, and then my third bookcase. I've got my jar of ribbon. Those two albums there have got page protectors in them, because, you know, page protector problem. That is a big A3 art journal. I didn't realise the size of it when I bought it. This is how I store and sort my pages until they go into an album. You can see the top one, Jacob, Hunter, wedding, family. That family one, look, it is chockers full. I need some more albums. I don't want to buy them. And then you can see on the right hand side a bunch of layouts that need to go into albums. They're all family layouts. These two black and white spotty boxes are like office worky, office stuff kind of things. Not very exciting. These are also from Officeworks. So that pink album on the end there has got all of my smaller page protectors. These are all labelled, as you can see. This box hubby recently built for me. I've recently got rid of my entire stash of Project Life cards. I just wasn't using them. I don't love the rounded corners, and I just gave up on them and figured I would just work with a small stash like that, and I might get them used up. Unfinished projects, which I need to go through and I think get rid of stuff. This old ice cream container. I normally put scraps of paper in that are too small for me to use, but big enough to go to school. This basket has got all of my adhesive in it. This is where my spares live. It's easy, it's convenient, and it works. That has albums and bowls and mostly empty albums, mostly empty mini albums. This blue box has got my Instax frames, print things. This one has got camera and cords and stuff. At the back I have another box, another box with containers for storing things. And this one is notebooks and spare pens and all that kind of stuff. And then right down the bottom here I've got this box that has got boxes, trays and containers. This is my, that is my son's scrapbook album. I've got a couple more empty albums here. Some of the envelope pages, work in progress folders, a couple of 12 by 12 canvases. So yeah, it's going to be fun to move it all. The other thing I wanted to show you was my brand new Alex drawers. So I did a trip to IKEA a week and a half ago, and I knew that I wanted some Alex drawers, and I've kind of started to organise them. I can show you some of them. This top one is all like computer related kind of ink, laptop storage bag stuff. The second one is new product. Anything new that comes into my craft room goes in here. Now this has sat here for months and I have been dipping into it a bit, but I need to empty it out so I can get the other box that was over there in here. This one I think is the one I can't show you. No, this one I can show you. This is my design team stuff for Anna's Craft Cupboard, which I will be working on today and tomorrow. This is the one I can't show you. You can see that much. Alright? But that is, so when I photograph my layouts, they have to go somewhere so that I know what needs to go in this month's project share and what doesn't. So there and there. On the left hand side I've got next month. So these ones on this side are April layouts and the ones on that side are May. After I've recorded these ones, the May ones will come on this side and then June will go on that side. Does that make sense? Next drawer. I did this yesterday, but I think this is going to work. All my punches, all of them. I've got one that's not in here, but that's my hole punch that I use all the time. It lives in my spinny thing. And then my very last drawer, this, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I'm a big Chanel fan. I did her Clear the Desk class, and they're the kits that I made, and on the left hand side is some empty packaging. Okay, so that is the current space that I am in. I'm really looking forward to the move. I'm a bit terrified because new desk, new paint job, new everything. School holidays is definitely going to be interesting. I might quickly go out into the front room, give you a super quick look around in there. That's a bit of a disaster zone as well, so bear with me. Okay, so my kids are watching a movie. But I'm going to do this as best I can. This is just going to be a really quick rundown of what the room currently looks like. I'm standing at my front door just inside. You can see there, that goes down, and that doorway just there, that's my craft room, and just behind that wall is the kitchen. So this is the current state of the room. We're going to repaint all these walls, but you can see these bookcases will be selling most of. My desk is going to go along this big long wall here. Yay, yay for a big long standing desk. And then along here I've got a new desk to go in. It's white, it's much smaller than the one that I've got, but it's big enough for what I need. We've got this stupid half wall thing on a diagonal. I mean, check this out. Dumbest thing ever. Why? Why did they do that? But this is the space that I'm going in. It is bigger than what I currently have. So I'm really looking forward to making it mine and pretty and whiter. So watch this space. I will upload a video once it's all done. I may even share some in progress stuff. I'm not sure where to look because this room is a disaster zone. Oh look, have a look. Over there, there's more scrapbooking stuff I need to get rid of. It's terrible. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope this hasn't turned out too long. I hope that you've enjoyed, and I can't wait to share with you my new room when it's all done. Thanks for watching.